What? How long has it been since George Floyd lost his life? People are still protesting, and they still haven't gotten anything signed into law. Only thing is that they're trying to disband the police department, especially in Minneapolis, which I think, if that was indeed to happen, the majority of the people who would be hurt by that is black people. Once again, we're being led by our emotions. That's why we can't think straight. We can't see straight because we're led by our emotions. Our emotions is going to destroy us in the long haul, and people don't even see it.
What's funny is Tim Tebow was kneeling during the anthem back in 20QQ before Kaepernick bit. Nobody batted an eye. Hypocrisy at its best.
Well, nobody batted an eye because nobody saw it as a protest. He wasn't protesting anything. Kaepernick has been taking a knee for years. No one said anything, but this was all orchestrated in order to start a social justice movement in sports. You know, I appreciate the super chat though. Make sure y'all like the stream. Salute to everybody that's here, the moderators, the members. I put up a post on Patreon. I am going to start putting Patreon only content. There's a couple topics I plan on doing and putting there. And I spoke with the members of the channel because I want to put out, because there are a lot of stuff I want to do that I don't want to do publicly on YouTube because for obvious reasons, you know. But I do want to put that content there. I just haven't had the time to do it over the past months or so. Haven't had a chance to really do much, you know, that. And I've been going back and forth as to whether I was going to put that content on my website instead of just for paid. That's sort of been the eternal battle that I've been trying to figure out, you know. But I'll figure it out. I think I always do. What's good, Albert? Like I said, I always do, you know. But hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Everybody's rested and ready to tackle this upcoming week. Hopefully none of you have been bothered by these goofy protests that are going on right now. The reason why I'm saying they're goofy because they have no direction. They have no direction whatsoever. And we really are going to get into these things, man, because our whole lives have been shut down. Y'all know the
Supreme Court ruled in '82 that you can't take the police or government official to civil court, which means you can't sue for money.
Well, it's interesting, Alexander. These police departments have been paying these people who have lost their lives to police officers. So they may not be able to take them to court, but they're being paid money. Money's being paid to the families, you know. And throughout all the donations that have been going on, the only donation that really made sense to me was Kanye West. Kanye West donated money not only to the families of those affected by these incidents, but he also donated money, I believe, to the attorneys, and he set up a college fund for the kids. He actually did something with his money instead of just throwing his money at an organization that is ran by white people. It says black, but they're ran by white people. Trust and believe, white people are way more organized than we are. But I'm going to address the males because the one thing you don't want to have going on is a bunch of weak males out here pretending to be leaders, and that's what we have. You know, we have a bunch of males pretending to be leaders, and that is what is harming us the most because they're the main ones on their knees. See, Linda. Well, Obi, they're gonna dislike it because they don't like what I'm saying. Their feelings are already hurt. Their feelings are already hurt. But we need to address this knee bending that is going on and why it is detrimental to us that these guys are bending the knee and these guys don't have no direction whatsoever. They're throwing money at these organizations, combating which honestly you can never combat. You can't combat somebody not liking you. That's just like saying that we can combat feminism by paying money towards it. You can't combat feminism by throwing money at it. You can't combat single motherhood by throwing money at it, you know? So I think these people need to have a plan for the money that they're throwing out here. Michael Jordan donated $100 million. I hope he has sent a checklist of things that he wants done with that money. There needs to be a checklist of things sent for what he's going to do with that money. Other than that, it's a waste. It's a waste. But we going to get into it, man. Make sure y'all like the stream. It's not a lot of people here. They don't like these type. They I guess, you know, they're not fake outrage enough. But anyway, we're going to really have a really good discussion. I want to have this discussion. I've been sitting on this for the entire weekend, and I want to address it. Now, I want people to understand something. I'm not against people fighting for what they want, but there are ways of going. There are ways of going about it. Southeast Dusty, I can't do nothing about that. That's YouTube. As far as the timing on the live streams, that's 100% YouTube. I mean, if I can do something about it, I'll see, but that's YouTube, man. Cool, Donna. You from the 843? Oh, okay. So you local, Donna. Hit me up, Donna. I was just joking. Got me off my where I'm at. Yeah, this is live, people. Make sure y'all like the stream. All right. Well, Vlad, obviously, you're hurt because you're not even trying to listen to what I have to say. You're getting in your emotions, and that's why you represent the majority of these people who are currently on Twitter canceling people left and right. So why don't you just sit back and listen to what I have to say before getting in your emotions, okay? Now, I want y'all to understand, I'm all for people fighting for what they want. What's good, Kayla? Okay, now you out of here, bro. Go sit in the wall. Go sit in the corner. Go sit in the corner, Mr. Pro-Black with a white name. With a white European name. But anyway. Okay, cool, Roger. Appreciate that. Yeah, we know who it is. He's hurt. Got a white European name, but is in your emotions. You got a white European name, but you're pro-black and you're in your emotions. Can y'all believe this? All the African names he could have came up with. You come up with Vlad. You come up with Vlad. How pro-black is that? Anyway. Salute to that. All right, listen. Where am I at? I'm all for people fighting for what they want, right? But I expect a lot from people who say that they are leaders and they want to lead us in the right direction. But you know what's crazy? You got people who will be unofficial leaders, right? And then you got the people who, when you ask them whether they're leaders or not, then they want to step back and say, hey, I'm not a leader. That's because they don't want the responsibility of a leader. When you come out with the rhetoric that I have been seeing on social media, saying a lot of disparaging things about people, doing a lot of the things that you are doing, you're setting yourself up to be looked upon as a leader. When you're out there and you got your fist in the air with your mask on and you're on the front lines, people are going to see you as a leader whether you like it or not. When you're doing interviews on TV and you're telling the media you don't care if this burns or that burns, you're putting yourself in a position to be seen as a speaker for that particular movement. You may not like that, but that's the reality of your situation. When you see guys like Steph Curry and others taking a knee with no direction whatsoever, people are going to say, hey, he's a leader, so let's do what he's doing. But they don't have a direction. They don't have any plans of anything. Now, mind you, these guys have a gripe with what's going on in the world, right? I have gripes. If I do have one major gripe, I'm going to address it, and I'm going to see to bring a fixture to the situation. I'm not going to look to be passive and say, hey, you do it. I'll be the loudest in the room, but you take 100% of responsibility. I don't want any of the responsibility. That's where we're at. We're lacking real male leadership out here. These guys are out here talking tough, saying this and that, but they're not actually wanting the responsibility that it takes. These guys have been protesting for the longest, since this George Floyd situation started, and look where we're at. So we are in a situation where a lot of these guys don't really
I
know
saw Steph
what
Curry at Lake
direction
Merritt
they're
in
going.
Oakland. It was over 1,000 people in Oakland, very peaceful and powerful. I know that LGBT co-ops BLM.
It has nothing to do with it being peaceful. It has everything to do with an end goal. There's no end goals. We're just out here every day. We're marching, but we're not marching anywhere. Okay? We're just marching. We're painting the streets BLM, but there's no direction in the situation whatsoever. That's what people don't understand. You need an end goal. What exactly are you looking for? You can't even critique what's going on in these particular rioting. You can't do that because people will get offended. What are you getting offended for? If you know these people are doing wrong, you should be able to call them out. You should be able to say they're not a part of it. When you defend the people who are causing the havoc, you're going to get put into it, whether you like it or not. That's just like if a friend of mine is out and he does something and I don't hold him accountable for that, they're gonna bunch me in because I'm basically defending them in defense mode. You got Trina being canceled. You got this other celebrity being canceled because they dare speak out against the injustices that are going on in these communities, and I mean destroying your own stuff. Because that's an injustice too, whether people want to accept it or not. It's an injustice. It's a definite injustice. Now, we had this trend, not only with the kneeling, but with the blackout thing, whatever. If you want to do that, that's perfectly fine. That's what you chose to do. But you have to understand that unless, once again, you have a particular end goal, if there's something exactly that you're looking for, what's the point of doing it? Because people are going to shame you if you don't do it. And then if you do it, they're going to say, well, we want more. We want you to, every post you make from here on out has to be about uplifting black people. So you're in a perpetual state of trying to appease everybody. And you don't want to be that. But that's what we are. I mean, you're either appeasing everybody on your timeline or you're getting canceled. Celebrities getting canceled left and right because they opt to only put up maybe one post and then go back to doing what they were doing. But they're like, well, you're not doing enough. People literally making videos
Jaye,
about
feed
that.
the trolls to the comments section, open mouth smile.
Well, they'll feed themselves because they'll come looking for them to be fed. But anyway, you got celebrities being canceled left and right? Because they dare to critique the destruction that's going on that has nothing to do with the police, okay? Besides the point. We should have a right to critique each other I keep telling y'all over and over, I am not pro-black. I'm not one of these guys that's going to be pushing the narrative of this person doesn't like black people. That person doesn't like black people. We are oppressed. We're so oppressed. Let me tell y'all how times have changed. I saw a video. That was probably one of the worst videos one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. And it was this guy. I believe he might have been a Caucasian guy. He ran up and tapped this woman on the shoulder, and say, "Hey, I think you need to denounce your white privilege, and you need to get on your knees and beg black people for forgiveness." And you know what? She did it. Now, the video could have been, it could have been a complete parody. It could have been fake. But the fact that this woman, who doesn't know this guy, right, got on her knees to denounce her white privilege. Now, this is a woman who could be a mother, a wife, just a random woman walking the streets, getting on her knees in the middle of a dirty sidewalk just to denounce her whiteness or her privilege. That was one of the saddest videos I've ever seen. And also, I saw other videos where you had a bunch of Caucasian people chanting about denouncing their privilege. And these is a whole group, and a lot of these people were older. I could see it was a bunch of young. These are older, middle-aged Caucasian people. And you have some effeminate male on the microphone with this prepared chant speech, whatever, this prepared chant for them to recite back to him. And there's a lot of weird energy out here. And I just hope that the melanated people understand that this ain't gonna fly for very long. I hope they understand this. I hope they understand this. This isn't gonna continue to keep happening. They're trying to defund the police. Let me tell y'all why defunding the police is never gonna work. Because first off, who calls the police more than black women? Black women call the police on black men if a black man talks to them the wrong way. So because that's the black woman's protection. So how are black people talking about defunding the police when they're the main ones calling them? What's good, Poetic? I see you. They're the main ones calling them. So how are you going to defund the police? How are you going to defund the same people you call every day? That's what I don't understand. You're going to defund the same people you call every day whenever a black man talks to you the wrong way. You don't like the way you don't like the way he talking to you. Who you going to call then? You're going to defund them, then you're on your own. But the fact that I'm seeing Caucasian people completely cowering to black people, how long do you think that's really going to last? Because there are other Caucasian people looking at that and they are seething. I have seen some of the comments. Those people are angry. They're not going to continue to let y'all hold that over their heads. We could have used that guilt to better position ourselves in the better position than we are now, and we've wasted it for years voting for a party that doesn't care about us. And let me tell you something right now. After November, you're not really going to hear much of the baiting going on between, the groups. I'm telling you right now, they're not playing with y'all, man. They're looking at all these other people kowtowing to black people, getting on their knees. When I saw that, this woman had to be a grandmother. No, maybe a grandmother. But you got this middle-aged woman. She's somebody's wife. That's somebody's mother getting on her knees and denouncing her privilege. When I saw that, I said, wow. Come on, man. And I'm already telling you.
The next thing is legislation to protect black PPL.
I mean, that's never going to happen because we're not trying to champion that. We're too busy marching up and down the streets with nothing to, with no plans. You know what, Kat? That's inevitable. Honestly, after what I have seen over the past week or so, a war between the two groups, black and white people, it's inevitable now. There is no going back. So what are you going to do, my fellow melanated people? First off, I would tell you you need to get armed. That's one of the first things you need to do, okay? That's one of the first things you need to do, okay? Because it's inevitable that there's going to be a clash. Because from what I have seen, it's just inevitable. But after what I have seen, there's no going back. There's no going back. See you, wild enemy. So I'm telling melanated people right now, you need to get armed. You need to get armed. Because there are militia groups starting in Minneapolis and in other places as well. They're tired. They can't depend on the police no more. The police are basically being told to stand down. So these groups are taking the law into their own hands. So a lot of y'all need to get armed because it's really going to get messy out here. And you're going to start to see, because what her name is, you had the actress, Sky Jackson, right? She got banned from Twitter today because she was basically doxing a bunch of Caucasian people who she claimed didn't like black people. She was exposing their disdain of black people, right? So Twitter banned her. I saw the thread of her trending, right? And she was posting up all these people's information, man. And some of these people are in high school. And then you have grown adults celebrating that. Because you got kids saying crazy things that I don't agree with, but these are kids at the end of the day. And she's posting all their information, all that, putting their names, where they go to school at, I believe where they may live at. First of all, I don't know how she got all that information. But you got these grown adults celebrating it, reposting these kids' information. And people are celebrating this. And you don't think that it's going to cause tensions to boil over between us? I think people are deluding themselves. People are absolutely deluding themselves. People are absolutely deluding themselves. A race war is inevitable because of the fact that black people are just running around, just doing whatever, just to get retweets and likes, and not understand that you need to you need to take that and gain some sort of economic or social power. Twitter ain't power. Yeah, you can get celebrities canceled. You can make them apologize. But at the end of the day, you still got to walk around as a black person. You still got to leave your house in your town, because a lot of these people don't live in liberal cities. There are white people who will put hands on you, as we seen with the chick from Texas. The black female, she tried to hit that white boy. That white boy went upside her face. And you had all these simps talking about where were you black men defending her? Excuse me, she put her hands on this dude. Why are you putting your hands on somebody? And then you get mad when they retaliate. It's our fault because she's putting hands on people? Do you understand that? We got to understand optics, man. Just because you got white people doing the most to appease you don't mean you have power. You still gonna be the same person you was 2 months ago. So we have to understand where we are. We are in a position of no power. You got a lot of these liberals, these white liberals, who are pointing you in the direction that they want y'all into. You know what's interesting about Bernie Sanders? Bernie Sanders is he loses, but he gains a lot of support. But he loses a lot. And I think Bernie is comfortable losing, because if you look at the fact that he always capitulates, he allows the likes of Hillary to come along and take away his position. That's a lot of these liberals. They want to lose because they just want to cause havoc. And if they can cause havoc and get paid at the same time, they're good with that. They don't want no change. They don't want black people to no longer be considered an underclass, because that would hurt them and their power. They live through us. White liberals live through black people. This is why they push these stereotypes. Remember, the movie Get Out, the purpose of that movie Get Out was to point out how these white liberals can be racist. That was the point of that film. At least that's what I understood. Is that what the director was saying? Ricky, I see you. What's good, man? Okay, what else? Now, I don't have a political party. My political party is more in the gray area of being in the center. But I do lean more right than I do left, because the left is completely insane. Did y'all see in the UK that they took down that statue of the merchant / slave trader, and they threw that statue into the river? And mind you, the same town that statue was in, the guy practically built that town. So you're going to have to throw that whole town away. You're going to have to throw the whole town away. And this is in the UK. Now, I want y'all to understand, black people are not a big percentage over there. Okay? They're a very small percentage. But most of the people in the crowd were white. It was a bunch of shit-starting, left-leaning white liberals with nothing better to do because they don't got a job. They out of work. They ain't working nowhere. They've been sitting in the house for the last couple months or so. So they all going out there. You got a sprinkle of black people, but the majority of them are white. And they took this statue and they threw it in the river. What is that going to prove? What is that going to prove? You taking down the statue and throwing it in the river. Well, he's gone. You can't get no revenge on somebody that's gone. Black people are being heavily influenced by these white leftist liberals who they see you as their slaves. Shy, that's a very stupid question to ask. Would I protect black people in a war? I'm going to protect the side that I'm on. I've always been on black people's side. But I'm going to be honest with black people. But, bro, that's a very stupid question.
Jay, would you protect black people in a war?
Yeah, that's just like saying, would I protect myself, you know? If we're in a race war, you think I'm going to side with the white people? I ain't going to have no choice. You know? No, you don't see no Asian people out there. Because we're being puppeted. You know? We're being puppeted by other groups of people who do nothing but siphon money from us.
I would protect anyone black in a conflict.
And that's good to know, Sha. But we're being puppeted and controlled by other groups, and we don't even know it. You got all these celebrities donating millions of dollars to an organization that is ran by white liberals. They're the main ones tearing up shit. They're the main ones. They the main ones tearing up shit in our communities, and we're allowing it because we don't know no better.
We only 13, the so-called brown folks ain't with us.
No, we gonna be completely alone, K. Patrick. We not military minded. You know, you got Caucasians, man. They've been training for years for tactical warfare, weapons training, living off the grid. They've been preparing for this shit for years. We ain't nowhere ready. That's why I tell black people, you need to take the intelligent route instead of the dumb route. And the dumb route is tearing up your own communities and thinking that it's funny. But what's going to be funny when all those businesses leave and you got to drive more miles or catch, you know, a bus or two to get to where you need to go. So I'm not saying that, you know, black people aren't in control of their behavior, because they are, but do you have other groups that are encouraging them? You have white people shaming black people. I saw a picture of white women giving the middle finger to black police officers. Like, but you claim that you care about black people. Why are you disrespecting black police officers? Whether you agree with them being police officers or not, why are you getting in their face, talking shit to them, cussing them out, giving them the finger? We got to look at that. We got some girls, some angry girls coming in the chat. What's good, TSK? Y'all can say whatever you want about me. I'm on the right side of history. You're on the wrong side of it, because I understand things from a logical standpoint. I'm not emotional like y'all getting on my goddamn knee talking about we shall overcome someday. I'm not doing that. Because when shit gets real, you gonna realize those same people putting the battery in your back ain't gonna be there to protect you. All this emotion is bullshit. It is. It is. I'm watching y'all letting those white liberals put a battery in your back, and y'all don't understand that they're just using y'all to pump money out of you and to use you for votes. That's mainly what it's about. Then you got Kaepernick, man, who's still out here begging for attention from the NFL that clearly doesn't want him. He should move on, but he won't.
Jay, if Derek Chauvin was a black guy or a Jew, nobody would care.
Well, if he was a black guy, nope. But a Jew, I don't know, because some people may see white Jews as white people. So, Maybe the media would kind of try to sweep it under the rug, but it would still fit a narrative. But I get what you're saying. I'm not emotional like y'all. And I can understand women being emotional, but you got these males that are super emotional, super effeminate, lame, weak on social media, talking about how good it is to see their own community burn. Like, what kind of shit is that? Your private, try not to put too many messages in the chat, bro. I appreciate you subscribing, but try to put too many messages in the chat. But I appreciate you being here, subscribing, bro. Somebody brought up Drew Brees. I don't think Drew Brees should have apologized, but I understood why he apologized because, he's in a situation where he wants to be liked and, he's going to be playing in the NFL for one more year and he doesn't want people attacking him on social media because that really means a lot, But I understand why he apologized. But I'm kind of over the whole flag
Jaye, if
shit.
Derek Chauvin was a Jew, the media wouldn't report it.
Hell, I don't know. Because again, it fits the narrative. It fits the narrative. Now, again, some media outlets would probably sweep it under the rug and wouldn't make it a big deal, and they will use their puppets on CNN, MSNBC, even on Fox. Fox News is getting sort of more and more, leaning more and more left every day with some of the talking points I've seen. But they'll put their puppets on these networks and try to spin it. But for the most part, if he has white skin, it's going to fit a narrative. But yeah, I'm seeing over emotional, sensitive males on social. I had this one clown. He DM'd me a while back. I never responded. I waited about 2 weeks to respond. I wanted to make his day bad. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff I have to see. Drew Brees and Shannon Sharp pieced it up. Well, that's cool to know. Chauvin in small hat. Is he really?
Drew Brees and Shannon Sharp pieced it up?
I mean, it's good they pieced it up, but they never should have fell out to begin with. Because I don't think Drew Brees said anything wrong. He says that he would stand up for the flag because it represents, I guess his family legacy. But that was his opinion. But again, Drew Brees has to understand the landscape and understand the things that he says is going to be held against him. But he was trying his best to appease everybody with, in that moment, and he appeased nobody because everybody's angry at him. But you got these over emotional, sensitive males who want to get on social media and they're mad because you're not a sheep just like them. No, I'm not a sheep. I think for my fucking self. I'm a grown man who thinks for himself. I don't follow people. Y'all heard about that cat. That's why I didn't care the fact he had a white girlfriend, but if this guy was a criminal, I think that people should know. Especially if he did what was said to have done. I don't think that information should be withheld, but at the same token, he's not here to defend himself. So I'm not gonna, hold that against him myself because he's not here. But I don't think he should be treated as if he was the greatest person ever to live. I mean, this guy committed crimes. That information, if it's out there, I don't think it should be withheld. I feel like I'm the last of a dying breed of people who don't really care about politics like that. I just want a small government. I want a chance to be able to get into the world and be a capitalist and be able to succeed and build something for myself. But I'm not a political person. at all.
Am I late?
Everybody's becoming more and more political. You know? Everybody's become more and more political. I care about being able to live in a safe environment where I can work hard and build something for myself and my legacy. I'm not here for what the Democrats said this or the Republican. I'm not here for that shit, man. I don't care. To be honest with you, just get out the way. But I feel like I'm the last of a dying breed. Because soon you either going to be hard left or hard right. There is going to be nobody in the center. There's going to be nobody to continue to hold up logic because people are losing their fucking minds. People are losing their minds. We used to be able to have difference of opinions and be able to say, you know what? That's your opinion. That's how you live your life. I ain't got no problems with that. But now it's all about you have to support us. You either are with us completely or you're against us and we're going to cancel you. Well, you can't cancel everybody. You just can't. I posted that on Twitter. You can't cancel everybody. Everybody ain't going to get canceled.
Did you know G. Floyd was also a peace star?
Yeah, I know about that. Like I said, all his information have been put out there. Most of it that I know of. Yeah, I know he was in videos.
NFL has the Rooney Rule, but Goodall didn't know what was going on. I call BS on Alon. This white starts signing over deeds and transferring stock or keep it moving.
Roger Goodell knows everything, but the Rooney Rule has been in place for a while, but Roger Goodell knows the ins and outs. That's why he gets paid $40 million a year. Ain't no telling what else side money he's making, but Roger Goodell gets paid $40 million a year. So he knows everything that's going on in and around the NFL. You know, Lando, I'm that way, but I'm on Twitter because, you know, I make content, so I have to be on there. But if I had my choice, I wouldn't even be on Twitter. Twitter is a cesspool. Yeah, Roger makes $40 million a year. Yes, he does. He makes more money than any NFL player right now. Now, there's going to be some quarterbacks in the future, but in the near future is going to be making close to $40 million a year. But yeah, he makes more than any NFL player. Yeah. Yeah, Roger Goodell makes a lot of money. He didn't take I'm not 100% sure, but I think he's not taking a salary this year. But dude has made $40 million a year. I mean, and he just re-upped. So he's probably making a little bit less before he re-upped on his new contract last year. But yeah, man, he made $40 million a year. The guy probably has already made over $100 million as an NFL commissioner. Because he's been NFL commissioner for, almost 8 years, 9 years or so. You know? How do you feel about I'm trying to encourage jobs for business? I think that's a good thing, TSK. That's one of the things that I want. I want more of these corporations to support black businesses because there are a lot of black entrepreneurs who can't get their businesses going in the right direction because they don't have the funding. I do believe that there is some discrimination as to when people try to get certain loans for businesses or, you know, may seek out funding. These companies may not have the confidence in black businesses. If they're willing to put confidence in black companies, I think it could work. But those black businesses will have to be in black communities. I mean, they don't need to, but I think they would be better served if they could help those black businesses be in black communities. And hopefully next time these people want to riot, they don't mess with those businesses. But I mean, you know. Yeah, Cat, an emotional tweet can ruin your life. It definitely can. It definitely can. Yeah, they don't like these banks or wherever it is you want to get loans from. They are very uneasy giving money to young black males. Young black males have it very hard when it comes to getting loans, whether it be for a home loan, whether it be for a business loan. They're uneasy. They'll give one to a black female, but for black males, man, you know. JDB, you seen Democrats today? Rogue, are you saying there were Democrats in kente cloth today? That wouldn't surprise me. That would surprise me. Of course, I've seen white people in dashikis, man. 145 million net worth. For,
JDB seen Democrats today in kente cloth.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Damon, that he's worth 100. Yeah, Goodell has made a lot of money. Roger Goodell has made a lot of money. He's rich. He could go a year without a salary, you know? But Roger Goodell gets paid off of the deals that the NFL can get for TV and different sponsorships. As long as the ratings stay up, his salary gonna stay up. Because I'm sure he got bonuses. I'm sure Roger Goodell got bonuses. That's why they work hard to get the kneeling, the protesting out of football. But I have a funny feeling they're gonna bring all that right back, and it's gonna hurt the pockets of the NFL. Got clowns dance at Cuban shovel just like they going to a Freaknik. Man, black people, yo, I'm not gonna lie. The most hilarious and sad video I saw. I saw a black man, right? A grown ass black man dancing in front of the police officers. And I'm saying to myself, this is a grown black man. Why is he dancing in front of these police like he choosing? Like, what shit is this? You a grown ass black man and you're dancing in front of these cops. I mean, y'all wonder why people don't take us seriously, man. Y'all wonder why people don't take us seriously. But I'm supposed to believe these guys is going to lead a revolution? Are you serious? So was he twerking? No, he was, we'll say he was crumping. But I think he would have twerked. I think he would have. I absolutely think he would have twerked. Maybe he did when they start rolling. So with the white girl. Yeah, and they're dancing in front of the police. And we supposed to fight a revolution with these goofies. This is who we supposed to fight the revolution with. And y'all wonder why these guys don't get taken seriously? There was another dude with a black dildo, and he thought that was, what? I don't think I've seen that video yet. Pelosi and Schumer kneeling in kente cloth? Nah, really? I haven't seen that. You got these two old... Oh, come on, man. Oh, they got the kente cloth. I can't do it, man. They got the kente cloth. Oh my God, man. Wow, man. Oh man. This is hilarious. This woman probably doesn't, she probably still calls black people colored. I bet you she calls black people colored. How many of y'all want to bet Nancy Pelosi still calls black people colored? How many of y'all want to bet that she still calls black people colored? This is, you talk about kissing ass and pandering. And we'll have to, this is a whole lot of ass kissing right here. These are white people who probably look down upon black people, don't want black people in their neighborhoods. And this is the type of shit they're doing. This is for votes. This is how they see y'all. They think they can put on some goddamn kente cloth and you're going to vote for them. These are the people. This is the DNC. This is the DNC during election season. When there's not no election season, they're not on their knees. But when it's time to get some votes, oh, here they go. This is the, look at this. By the way, where the Negroes? There's some Negroes in the back. Look how stereotypical this is. The Negroes are in the back. Oh, they in the back. Now he's standing up. He say F the kneeling. I don't believe this BS. The black people, wow, the black people are in the back. And who is this supposed to impress? It don't impress me. It don't impress me. Yeah, look at these white hoteps. These are some Caucasian hoteps. This is disgraceful. I mean, seriously, if you are a supporter of the Democratic Party, you need to explain this. You need to explain this. What is this for? They're looking around. They're not. Are they praying? Half of them don't even believe in religion. Then you got James Clyburn, who's actually from my state. This is sickening. The one thing I will say about Republicans, you will never see a Republican putting on a kente cloth, taking a knee for nobody. Their aides help them get up. You got a lot of elderly white people in that video. I'm pretty sure all of them needed help getting up. Back problems, knee problems. Are they praying? Like, what is the point of taking a knee? Are you hymning, doing a Negro? Are you hymning a Negro spiritual? These people are a joke. These people are a joke, man. But they will do whatever it takes to stay in office. They're giving rights to illegals. You know, even though they don't like illegals, you know. Let's see. Hold up. Let me see if I can find that video of the guy dancing in front of cops. Hold up. Let's see if I can find it. This week. Oh, is this it? Hold up, is this it? Oh. Oh my God. This guy's literally crumping. Hold up. I got to put this on the screen. Look at this, man. Now look at this. Now y'all want to see a guy cooning? This is cooning. This is buck dancing and cooning to the highest degree. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Come on, man. Look at. He wanted to do a dance off. Come on, black people. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this, man. We can't be going out like this, man. We can't. And this is a lanky, tall mother, man. And look at the white chick. Look at the white chick. That's his girlfriend, too, by the way, probably. That's probably his girlfriend. Or he might be the gay friend, you know. I know these white chicks keep a gay friend. Keep a gay black friend. Look at that. Come on, dude. Really? Look at that. What is going on? Jesus, take the wheel, man. Jesus, take the wheel. We are doomed. We are doomed. These are the warriors. God, we are doomed. We don't stand a chance. This is what y'all doing? Ah, man. Oh, my God, man. Wow. Wow. Y'all have seen, let me see if there's any more videos. And these guys are dancing in front of these cars. Oh, they are professional, is that professional agitators? Oh, no, that's somebody else. These guys are dancing, and they thought this shit was okay. Wow. Those are the warriors, right? Those are the warriors that are going to be fighting for black people, man. Come on, man. But this is where we're at, man. Guys dancing. Yeah, these guys are crumping. The cop got served. Yeah, he got served. Yeah, he got served. Man, like they continue to make us look like clowns. No, Lando, I haven't seen that video. But I just wanted to play that video just to show what we're up against in our own ranks. Yeah, those are the leaders. Those are the leaders, though. Those are the people that we supposed to be following. We are doomed. Did he think that the cop was going to just join in? Come on, man. This ain't a movie. This ain't a movie. No, I haven't seen that video. So y'all can always send the videos to the emails, man. I've only seen certain videos, so the other videos I haven't seen, y'all can always send it to the email. While I'm live, I want to speak about something too. You know, speaking of loving, love over color. Did y'all see the story about the couple, the interracial couple that got married at a rally? This guy, he gained his reparations, which was the white woman. I guess the white woman was his reparations. Hold on, let me see. I'll get this over here. I want y'all to take a look at this and let this sink in real quick. I guess this is what, when these guys talk about reparations, maybe this is what they're talking about. Black man marries a white woman at a protest. You know? Look at this, man. This is his reparations right here. At a protest where there's nothing but white people. Ain't no black people there. Look at all those Caucasian, look at all those white racists. Look at all those white racists, quote unquote. Ain't no black people there except him. While y'all fighting for y'all rights, y'all fighting, to go against the system of oppression, this brother says, I'm taking my white girlfriend to this protest and we getting married. I guess this guy got his reparations. He marries his Caucasian girlfriend. I'm going to put an Instagram post. Now, this is her Instagram post, y'all. Love conquers all. Thank you. Thank you for all the heartfelt messages. We stand with you. We stand united. All right. Let's see if I can get this over a little bit. Okay. Well, he gained, I'm telling you, man, that was his reparation. Let's see. Newly biracial couple emphasized the power of love and hope as they celebrated their nuptials at a Los Angeles protest this week. Laura Sanders and Samuel McConan, I think that's how you say that, told people they almost didn't show up to the Brentwood area protest on Monday for fear of what would happen, especially since they are parents to a teen son and were arriving close to the 5 p.m. citywide curfew. Oh, people still been out there past the curfew. Let's see. However, on a spontaneous whim, the couple who had been taking photos around Los Angeles decided to show up and make a statement, a moment that was captured in a video by a protest attendee, Navin. It was like a magnet attracted us to go exactly there, says Sanders, who's 51. We had been scared, but this was a moment to say love conquers all. There is no limit to love. So I guess when they mean love, they're meaning by getting together and marrying. I guess that's what they mean by that, I think that, honestly, to me, it seems like for some people, mending the fences with both groups means getting with the person of that other group. Okay, but that's still going to have tensions in that particular situation. But some people may not understand that. For us to go to that protest, it was about hope, to spread hope. Adds McConan, I believe that's how you say his name. As the couple, of course, you stand in solidarity and we have an obligation. It's not about us or other people. It's so much bigger than that. It's a movement. What kind of movement is that? I think I got an idea of what a movement he's talking about. I'm talking like, when people talk about movements and then you see who they're with, we know what movement you're talking about, man. You're talking about that swirl movement. I'm joking. Let's see. Prior to that emotional moment, Watumo, I think that's how you say that name. I'm bad with names, people. Says he and his new wife, Isha, and at least 500 others were standing at the intersection of Wilshire Boulevard and Barrington Avenue, peacefully protesting. As it neared the curfew, I started to feel tenseness in the air. People were unsure of what was going to happen. They said, were the police going to show up soon? Would things get out of control? Would there be violence and looting? First off, why are you people? First off, you're protesting in an area where the majority of people are Caucasian. There's really not a lot of black people there. Black people had to drive there. They had to be bused there. No, I'm joking. So exactly what are you protesting? Unless you are out here talking about things and agendas that you're trying to get pushed, what are you doing out there except for just trying to be around? Because y'all got to understand, okay, these people have been in the house since March. These people have been sitting around the house since March. They haven't been able to go nowhere, especially in California and in New York. So now they're able to go out and be around people. They're able to be around groups of people. They haven't been around groups of people in a while. That's what it's looking like it's about with some of these places. See, meanwhile, Sanders and McConan, who had wed on Sunday, were taking wedding photos since they didn't have time to do it in the day prior. Getting married and driving around in a car with flowers on the hood. It was a surreal moment. He said, to drive through the city in a pandemic lockdown and a curfew with all this hate going on, it was almost like a beam of light. Nah, I think it was a beam of attention, but you know, come on, man. You're driving around with flowers on your car. You wanted photo ops. As they said that they were around taking photos. Of course you were. But I mean, shout out to them, you know. Shout out to them, man. Get your attention on. You know. And it ain't like it's a pandemic, you know, like we got, you know, protesting and some rioting going on. We still want to go out here and getting our wedding outfits and just go in the middle of the protests and go and do what we just did. That makes a whole lot of sense. Get your cameras ready. Get your cameras ready. Yeah, so it's a lot of clout, man. People always use these situations with clout. I mean, look at Black Lives Matter. Look at these so-called leaders. They're all using it for clout and attention, man. We all see it. We all see it, man. Let's go to her Insta real quick. Look at that. They got on ETV. Well, I think she works in entertainment. I believe she works in entertainment, so nothing is spontaneous. Look at this. Look at the article, y'all. Look at the article. I believe she works in the entertainment industry. See what's, you know, some people. Oh, fuck. Really though. Won't let me, but see, they're on ETV. Look at this. Really, man. What the fuck? Crazy, man. But yeah, man, I think she's in the entertainment industry. So I think this is all orchestrated by the Illuminati. Yeah, this looks kind of orchestrated. He hella secure in the bag. Yeah, I think he's secure in the bag too, man. Yeah, B1 definitely case closed, man. Did Jay just log in, we could wait. Nah, I ain't logging in, man. I'm not even logged in on this computer over there. You know? Yeah, but this is her Instagram. I don't know if y'all saw it, but hold on, let's see. I think y'all seen all of that. Yeah, that was pretty much it. He's securing the bag. So he's securing the bag. It went from 0 to 300 likes to 2,000. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's clout. That's what happens when you go all out for clout, you know? And they went all out for clout. That's what it's looking like. So how do I feel about Umar Johnson? I think Umar Johnson is hilarious. I think that Umar Johnson is hilarious. Now, I may not agree with him on things, but he's hilarious. I know y'all seen, I put up on Twitter, right, this video clip. He was doing an IG live, right? And there was some black women that came around, and he was staring at the chick when she walked off. He said, he looked back at the camera and said, "Woo, the beautiful black woman." And I got a photo still of the video. Somebody had the photo of him looking sideways, licking his lips. I think Umar Johnson is hilarious, okay? I think it's hilarious. All right. Then over you and my nephew MCR. John J-Do, if I get the chance to, a lot of times I don't have the chance to do live streams with people because two people gotta come together. But I want to do more like interviews and streams of people, but it's just about timing. It's about picking the right people. Because I'm not for everybody and everybody ain't for me, you know. Yeah, but Umar Johnson is hilarious, you know. You say you sent me an email. Well, Southeast, I'm not on, my email is not logged in on this computer. It's on my other one. But I'm gonna see if you sent. I'm gonna go look at my phone. I'm gonna see if you sent it there. I'll see about sending it to this other email. I gotta say, I don't use this computer very much. Only when I go live. When I'm doing some light gaming. But other than that, I don't really use it too much. Well, let me go back here. Let's see. I'm looking to see if I got your email. Hold on. No, I don't see no email from you. Hold up. Okay, now I see it. I'm about to send it to this computer real quick. Give me a second, people. Let me see if I got the email now. This don't look like white people. Hold up. This don't look like white people. This don't look like a bunch of white people to me. Jumping this young man. Hold up. I'm not gonna play the whole thing. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. I can't watch shit like this. This shit makes me hot. You got some female screaming in the background. What a shot. Look at this. Look at these nice young gentlemen that are just being picked on, disrespected by authority figures. And they can't even throw a punch or a kick. These are the males that are being raised in our society, man. This is the males that's being raised in our society, man. Black people, let me tell y'all something, man. Black people are always filming their crimes. But we're supposed to worry about white racism, but you got young black males doing this. So who should I worry about? Should I worry about white racists or these? Or these? Just tell me who I should concern myself with. And then you come back and tell me I should worry about white racism. I'm not watching no more of this because I'm going to end up saying some shit that's going to hurt a lot of feelings. So I'm not going to play any more of that. All right? But y'all want me to march for right racism. But this is the type of shit I see in black communities every day. Black people are afraid of each other more than they're afraid of white people. No. This is YouTube, okay? I've dealt with flagging and the monsters. I'm like, there's nothing for me to really say to really encapsulate the situation, but to say this. Stop marching and protesting, one, when you ain't trying to gain resources, money to help your communities, or laws that could be passed to prevent your community being overly policed. You know? But I'm just telling you right now, I'm not concerned with white racism. Because if I'm around niggas like this, if I'm around these niggas that like to jump people, then why would I fear white racism? When you got black rednecks in the community, these nigglets, when you got these nigglets, fatherless nigglets in the community, you expect me to concern myself with white racism. When we got these nigglets in the community that want to do nothing but destroy each other. But this is who I have to worry about. It won't let me put on the screen now. I got to worry about these little nigglets more than I do white racists. And y'all can say whatever you want, but you know I'm being honest. You know? No, I'm not playing no more videos because I don't need to see it anymore. There's a reason why these police treat black males the way that they do. Because they see you as being overly aggressive. They see you as somebody who's a threat to them physically. This is why I don't get this talk about how black men are intimidated by white males. Because they're not. Now, you got some that are, but for the most part, they're not. Yeah, I can't watch too many of those videos because I'll be on here all day long going off. You know? No, I'm not taking phone calls today. I just wanted to get on here and speak. This was mainly just a show for me to speak. I just wanted to speak my piece on it. But you got these niggas out here marching and protesting for absolutely nothing at all. You're not going to gain shit. Okay? You want to defund the police when there are black men and women who feed their families from work. And let me tell you this, between the video I just showed of these nigglets, these fatherless nigglets, and the black male dancing in front of the police, this is why we are doomed. We are doomed because of that. Lack of leadership. We on our knees begging white people for a hug and ain't getting nothing out of it. We gonna be in the same position today. We gonna be in that position a year from now. Those are facts. Nada will be gained. Nada will be gained. Because you don't have the fortitude and the intelligence that it takes to be able to get to the negotiating table. We still at the kiddie table. We are still sitting at the goddamn kiddie table. We ain't even made it we ain't even at the main table. We at the small mini table. Everybody else at the table but us. We sitting up here throwing a tantrum, turning up and down our own communities, and we wonder why people don't respect us. People respect power. They don't respect weakness and crying and bitching and moaning and complaining. And that's where the fuck you gonna be at a year from now. Crying and complaining about this white man. You know? Phone is ringing. But shout out to everybody that's here. I appreciate it. Salute to everyone. And yeah, man, this is it for me. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right. And also make sure that you check out the other content I've been producing. Also, make sure y'all go and subscribe. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to, where is that? Basic Social Politics. Go over there and give it a subscribe. All right. Make sure y'all go and do that. Yeah, I didn't, Bella, I figured that. I figured there were people who didn't get notifications. But I'll see y'all on the next one. All right, y'all take care. And yeah, man. Later.